probably live already, but this is always telling us that, okay, now it's telling us we're
Now we're
live.
live.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. I am Z.
And I'm Hitara.
And we are
Eternity.
Yay.
Long time no see.
Yeah, long time no see. You can find us on eternityfire.com.
Mm-hmm.
And also, before we get started here, if you will go ahead and click that subscribe button and then like this, whether you like it or not, that would help us out a lot. And then if you can hit that bell, so so the subscription thing comes, because I'm sure that sometime in the future, we'll probably talk about something that interests you, and you'll want to be notified when that happens.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's always surprises.
Yeah.
We don't even plan it.
No. Yeah. So today we're going to talk about connecting with nature. And why are we going to talk about connecting with nature?
Because today we have a pretty amazing experience out in nature.
Yeah, we connected with nature.
Maybe you can notice that we're tired, but we were guided to share our experiences, the energy that is coming through us as we talk this short time, and then we journey. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, okay. Oh yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. This is every show we do. We bring. It's brought to you by a crystal. Today is pyramid shungite. Now this is pretty amazing stuff. Shungite, which I didn't know, is basically made up of carbon, which is basically every life building block of everything that's alive on the planet. So that's pretty cool stuff. What else does it do? It's great EMF protector.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a lot of electronics, like a phone.
Keep it close to your computer, or
computers.
When you have your phone on,
TVs.
You use it for an alarm clock. Better put it next to it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Amplifiers. Stuff like that.
Amplifier too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and then it's also good to cleanse and purify the water. And our water bottles, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there you go. That's it. That's shungite in the water. Mm-hmm. And it does other things, but the last thing I want to say, it's got self-rejuvenation. You wouldn't know it, but I'm 150 years old.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Yeah.
He's older than that.
Because I drink shungite water and my cells regenerate. But I'm wearing shorts right now when we do this. It's kind of like those news guys when you think that I think Chevy Chase on Saturday Night says, "I'm not wearing pants." Yeah, well, okay. And then with the when it's in a pyramid form, it helps all kinds of things, like with the ionization of your cells, which means that in your body, not only are they being rejuvenated, but through the ionization of the pyramid being next to you, you're able to take on more oxygen. And when you can take on more oxygen, you just feel better.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it keeps you looking younger. It's a good thing if you're into that kind of stuff. But, if you want to look like you're old and decrepit when you're 40, that's up to you.
Well, it's such a matter of choice.
Yes. I'm sorry, we're tired.
We're tired and giggly.
Yeah. And the last thing it's good for in pyramid form, and is that it aligns and works with the entire chakra system.
Mm-hmm.
Couple more things before we get started with connecting with nature. This Saturday, you don't want to miss it.
If you live in the area, of course.
If you live in the area. Although, if you do live on the East Coast, you could probably get a ticket really cheap and come out. It'd be worth it. Well, it would be worth it.
It would be, yeah.
Yeah, but, I know you got to get time off from work and all that stuff. Anyways, this Saturday, July 22nd. Is it 22nd? No, July 25th.
25.
July 25th from 6:30 to 8:30. We're at Awakenings Wellness Center in Portland. And what's exciting about this is that in our sound bath, when it gets to the journey meditation part, we're taking the people to Hogwarts. You don't want to miss it. We've done it before, and it's a blast. And it's really eye-opening. So, okay, so we're going to talk about connecting with nature.
Mm-hmm.
We were out, and you might be able to see we're red.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a few hours in the sun.
Yeah. And it feels really good. Now, when you connect with nature, there's a bunch of things that can happen. The first thing is that it reduces stress. And I'm going to give you the 3D stuff that it does. It will improve your short-term and work memory. So your boss won't yell at you. I told you to do that 5 minutes ago. Sorry, I haven't spent enough time in nature. I can't go and remember anything. You need to let me go out and play in the sun, boss. Yeah, I don't think that's going to fly.
No.
Yeah. They did a poll, and 95% of the people improved when they spent an hour in the outside, I think over like a week. So that's like 10 minutes a day. So that's pretty cool. The one thing I'd also like to talk about, I can say about that, is that you guys all know who Beethoven is and about how creative he was. Well, from like in mid-afternoon for an hour, he walked in nature every day. Well, until he died, because then he wasn't walking then. But that was his ritual. He had lunch, he washed his hands, and then he took a brisk walk in nature. And that fueled his creativity. So getting into nature will do that.
Yeah, it does. It changes you really. Even walking barefoot in the water, on the rocks, which can be a little
Tricky.
In the water, in the river, the lake, wherever you may go, barefoot is amazing. It's like, even though I felt pain at the moment, it's like my whole entire activation of the whole body, all the points. Besides that, is just standing in the sun. At least in my personal experience, where I come from, and then living in the Pacific Northwest, you have to take advantage of the sunny days. So being out there, I've always been a lover of the sun, and I always love to just be out there in the sun. Sometimes to the extreme of like right now, I am beet red, but I'm just so grateful, and it's just that it is a purification, a cleansing. For me, a few hours, I feel like I spent a whole weekend, and I feel renewed, ready to start my new week.
Yeah.
At work and everything, the usual stuff. But it's really connecting with all the elements out there in nature, really feeling every single thing, the sun shining on you, the wind, the breeze in your face, the water running, and the sound of the water, the birds, the cicadas. Is that where that sound? And then the other amazing thing that twice when I have gone to the river, every time I look at the clouds, I always see dragons, for example, all the time. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, there's a metaphysical part to being in nature, and you find the magic of life, and it shows up everywhere.
And then the other thing that is that has become a ritual is that we always give offerings to the water and to the land, and then I always carry a grid. I just build a crystal grid um, with offering to activate and bring more codes
Yeah.
into the earth, and then we just chant.
Yeah. And we chant. And today was a little different because
It was.
even though that we were way off the road, there was a bridge that went over the river, and then when we were doing the drumming and the chanting,
But we were way away, but they could
Yeah.
still see us.
they could still see us, and all of a sudden they would slow down, and they'd be looking.
Maybe we were shiny.
Yeah, we were shiny, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Because I didn't.
But the presence of the nature spirits and all other beings that were there, it was pretty awesome, pretty amazing and powerful.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how many of you know who Carnunos was or is, but he was there in stag form the whole time watching over us. And then when we started drumming, and this is of course seeing with your mind's eye, there is a little cliff of sorts, kind of like
from
a
the
mini
forest
cliff.
going
Yeah.
down into the river.
Yeah. And when my eyes were closed, I could look up there in spirit, and there were all the forest animal spirits were this watching. My love saw something a little different. Yeah.
Where no, it's just I was thinking which part.
Yeah.
Native Americans came
Spirits.
too. The spirits were there. Galactics came down. Gosh, I keep on seeing circles. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And then when you get to that state of communion with as one in wholeness, I mean, it becomes so holy, and just whatever comes through, it just pours of you. You become a crystal. You take in the light from the sun and the connection with all these beings that are around you, and then you start beaming out. So it's kind of like a explosion of joy, of bliss, of just love.
Yeah. We always like taking pictures of the sun. We got some good ones, and we'll post them on Eternity
We will.
a little bit later. That way you can see what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll post a picture of the grid because the sun just lights it up. And it's just so beautiful to see. Okay, so remember, connect with nature.
Even if it's a little walk before the sun sets.
Yeah.
We should be doing that too after work.
Yeah.
Literally, because today has been a reminder for me. I haven't done it in a while, like I said, because here it rains a lot. It's been raining a lot, and then we finally got the summer. But go hug a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Go hug a tree. Go lay in the grass. If you can jump in the water, jump in the water. Some don't like it.
I don't like cold.
Gosh, it feels so good. I got to jump in the water of the Lewis River, but closer to Mount St. Helens. So the water was pretty icy.
It hurt my toes. It was that cold. Yeah. And something as simple as just going outside in the grass barefoot, even if you aren't going to take a walk. And I'm sure even if you live in an apartment complex, there's grass someplace. And for as little as just 10 minutes, just putting your feet.
Connect to Gaia. Connect to Gaia. Send your love. Connect to the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Just send love.
Yeah. But it'll improve your immunity system. Yeah. It'll improve your sleep. And it'll reduce your inflammation.
But
I
at
mean,
the
it's
same,
just 10
yeah,
minutes, yeah.
that's on the health part.
Yeah.
But then be the change you want to see in the world. That's what I would
Yeah.
say. Just with intention and connecting with here, with your heart, send that love down to Gaia, bring it up into your heart, connect with the sun above and the sun within, and then expand and send that love to the whole entire city, country, continent, and the whole entire world. Gaia, planet.
Yeah. This has been a different summer. I mean, it's been a whole different year, as everyone knows.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like an old Northwest summer in that it's not getting warm until July.
And and especially more than ever with all the craziness going around in the
area.
Well, it's
Well,
everywhere.
It's but
Just that is the most that is key more than ever.
It'll raise your vibration.
Immediately.
So now
Okay.
when we go on a journey,
Yep.
I'm gonna get my drum.
Can I go?
We're gonna go on a little 10-minute journey, and then yeah, I'm waiting. And then that'll be kind of it. Yep. Boo doo boo be doo boo 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 doo boo. Yeah. Well. Okay, everybody, close your eyes. If you have headphones, this would be a good time to put them on.
Wait a moment.
Okay. I don't know where we're going yet. I can't. Well, I know. Sorry, we're doing laundry too. Okay. So close your eyes. Relax. And since how we've been talking about nature, I want you to find a real place in nature to go sit in. I used to say, find your favorite place in nature. But I would have people go, but I have 4 or 5. Okay, today find one that's most comfortable. And as you listen to the drum, this is Gaia's heartbeat, the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Find that place in nature. Look around. What do you smell? Is it a sunny day on the beach? Is it a fall day in the forest? Or is it raining gently and in a mist? Is that your favorite place? Are you by a waterfall? Or in the desert? Or on top of a mountain? It doesn't matter. Just find that place and relax. Now begin to look around for a doorway, a hole, perhaps perhaps an escalator, a stairwell, a staircase. This is your invitation and your transportation to another dimension. If you see something that takes you up, you will meet humanoid type guides, angels, elves, galactics. If you find a way down, you'll find the animal spirits and flower spirits. So you choose which way you go, find the opening, and go. Now that you're there, what do you see? If you went up, what spirit guide is coming to speak with you? Does it look like a heavenly, golden, glowing city? Or are you just on a cloud? If you went down, what spirit animal guide wants to bring you information? And do you see any flowers? If you see an animal or a flower, let us know, and we'll give you our interpretation of what you saw. If you went up and you're seeing a spirit guide, ask them what you're supposed to do next. Now chat with your guides or explore. In a moment, I'm going to drop into a heartbeat rhythm. And at that point, I want you to go from your head to your heart. to wrap things up with your guides, your animals. Take notes. Find the path that took you there. And return the same way that you went in. Remember, if you saw an animal or a flower, let us know in the comments, and we'll interpret that message. It is a message for you. Now, you're back at the place you started from. I want you to sit for a moment, and before I bring you back, I want you to sit in silence for 30 seconds and just absorb. Now, wiggle your toes and your fingers. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you so much for listening. Now we have some other news coming. We have a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have a podcast. We haven't released any of them yet because we want to get a couple done before we release them, so that if you want to hear more, you can. It'll be called the Shamanic Minute. And they're only 2 or 3 minutes long. They're really quick. And it's just to give you a fresh perspective on an ancient art. So we wish you the best of luck this week. And if you should ever need anything, spiritually that is, check us out on Eternity Fire.
Many blessings.
Many blessings.
Till next time.
Namaste. Have a wonderful night.
Good night.